You know, I'm busy. I'm about to go. Oh, no, I forgot, man. Literally forgot the whole camera setup, but it's fine. The point is to paint anyway, so. But I was saying, coming to the end of this semester, you know, as things wind down here, you know, like, I'm just glad that I can look back and be happy with the role and the part that I played, you know, in all of this. I think so often I forget that, like, I'm Malibongwe, but I'm also, you know, a student, you know, so I make up, you know, I'm part of a bigger body of human beings, representing the school, representing, you know, our families, representing ourselves. And, you know, it's just like a whole bunch of people just trying. And here we all are, you know, I'm proud of us. You know, I'm proud of you watching this. I'm proud of me for, you know, still trying to get through everything that I'm going through. I feel like it's beautiful to be in a position of reflection. I feel like it's life really giving you a gift to say, like, hey, you know, you're okay. You made it. And I'm grateful for that right now. You know, as I stand here in this beautiful space, you know, I just try and remember how much more there is to life than, you know, the things that worry me, the things that worry, the things that worry the people that I care about. We made it. You know, and as difficult as it is to see in the moment, it's who you are on the other side. And it's not even like a thing like I have the answers. I'm actually more confused than I was before. But the peace and the courage to just trust and have faith that, you know, no matter what, I'll be okay. And, you know, I'm here for myself no matter what. You know, no matter how alone I may feel, or no matter how, like, you know, tedious and slow life may seem. You know, if I can continue to bring myself to this point, okay, I actually need to get up there. If I can keep bringing myself to this point, this point of gratitude, of joy, and not like fake joy, you know, I allow myself to be upset when I am. You know, I won't hide that from myself, even though, you know, the things I may do or the roles that I may play in my life don't allow me to be vulnerable all the time. I can be vulnerable to myself, you know. I love to write, and I love to come outside here and find places like these where, you know, the overthinking can have its space and time, you know, while I figure out a way to, I guess, remove that habit from my life, let me just give it the space to run wild and, you know, not be so fixated on how it should be or why isn't it like that? So, no. Because truth be told, who has it figured out? You know? Who can wake up tomorrow and be like, I'm complete. I don't need to do anything anymore. You know, I would even argue, is that a fulfilling life? You know, so it always comes back to perspective for me. I think, oh shucks. I think that there's a lot of things in life, you know, we call them trials and tribulations, that find its way to really attach to what's important to you. You know, for me, when that happens, I feel incapable. You know, my ability to do things feels attacked when I feel ignored, when I feel isolated, when I feel like I haven't been treated myself towards the things that matter to me and that I value. But enough of that ramble. Found a little spot. We're gonna set up a little paint workshop here and just enjoy life. So I don't know. Hope you enjoyed this, whoever's watching this, if this is out. And I love you. Love yourself. Love who you are, where you're going, and what you've done to be right here, right now. Love it all. Because it all loves you. As tough as those moments were, as you know, unclear as things may have seemed at the time, know that you were there for yourself in those moments. Know that you gave effort that mattered and that was recorded, you know, through time, through life, and in some shape, way, or form, it will come back. You know, but the reminder is that the same goes for the negative things that we put forward into our lives. You know, like, that's why intention to me has become so important, is because, like, if I'm not actively making the choice to bring forward the good, then, you know, I feel like the bad just kind of takes over on its own. Or it's easier to let the bad just slip through the cracks. So fortify your mind, fortify your walls. Let's continue to remind ourselves that the doubts, the illusions, the misconceptions, they don't make us who we are. They're trying to, you know, deter us off from genuinely, everything that we want to be, whenever we want to be it. You know, that goes from the smallest thing to the biggest thing. Like, I'm out here in the woods, you know, about to paint, and this is great and grand and all, but, like, you know, I can do this whenever I want. I could have done this whenever I wanted to, within the thing. the semester. Obviously, not when it was snowing, but you know. So this is just a reminder to myself that this is what choice feels like. This is what intentional choice feels like. Take myself outside my room where I felt comfortable, where I had all my little things. And now I'm here, and it's like almost if I don't paint, then what the hell's the point? you know? I don't have signal out here, so there's no YouTube to be watching, no TikTok to be doom scrolling. It's just me and what I've set out to do. So I want to put myself in more positions like that, where it's just me and what I've set out to do, and everything outside of that will have its time, because it literally always finds a way to enter my life. So you know what, might as well just schedule a time period where I'm focused on what is me right now, and that matters, and that's important, and that deserves the space and the time to be. So that's how it be.